Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another manga chapter review. This is going to be a special manga chapter review because it is the first chapter review of a new series from Shonen Jump. You guys, if you have not already, at least consider getting the app Shonen Jump. Make sure you consider it. You can get free chapters through them, as well as being able to get a subscription for just $2 a month. You can get the entire library for not for free, but for $2 a month in your phone, and you can read volumes and volumes of manga per day. So make sure you consider getting their Shonen Jump manga reader on your phone. It is a legal way to read manga and to obviously support the manga community here in the U.S. So today's series is Mission Yozakura Family, which is sorry, I kind of butchered that name. Yozakura Family, which is basically a new series about spies. I will continue this after this, though. Before I continue anything, I want to say a few things. If you have not done so already, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button if you guys don't mind, and you'll be notified when I go live. I want to upload videos just like this one. Secondly, you guys can also support me through being a Patreon. There is a giveaway happening right now just for Patreons, so make sure you consider being a Patreon to be able to be part of that giveaway and get some awesome items. Also, guys, if you have not checked out my other manga reviews, go check them out. I do volume reviews like the Promised Neverland that I just released, or chapter reviews like Shonen Shoujo, which is a series that I've been reviewing this past few months. So make sure you consider watching those as well. Lastly, there is a spoiler alert to this first chapter because I will talk about it in some detail. So the entire series starts with following this boy Taiyo, who is basically rejecting being in any club, rejecting being friends with people or going out with people, and he's just a very personal person or non-personal person who wants to be just with himself. Very introverted is what he comes out like, and seems to be like the guy that everyone wants to hang out with, but he doesn't want to hang out with anyone. Mutsumi, who is also a very popular girl in the school, ends up being actually a childhood friend of Tayo, and very clingy to him, and insisting that she brought him food and that she wants to hang out with him. And he doesn't really push her off, but doesn't really do much about communicating with her. So we kind of figure out that he kind of likes her in a way, but is still keeping his distance from becoming friends with anyone. We later find out that this Mitsumi girl is a person who is protected by the vice president of the school, and he threatens to kill Taiyo. And after this weird event, Taiyo blacks out and wakes up in the house with a bunch of random people, one being Mitsumi. Now, in all of this, we get a little background story on Taiyo, and Taiyo essentially had a very bad past. He doesn't want to get close to anyone because he was extremely close to his parents and to his little brother, and one day they had a car crash in which all his family died except him, and he promised himself that he would not get close to anyone so that when he lost someone, he wouldn't feel the pain that he was feeling then. At the same time, Mutsumi was with him at the funeral and promised him that she would never leave his side. So, little background story on them, at least. They have been together for a while. He went through a pretty tragic past life. It seems like it was maybe 2 years, maybe 1 year. They don't really specify the time it has passed since then, but it was pretty tragic when he lost his little brother and parents. Anyways, he wakes up to Mutsumi and random people. When I say random, I don't mean like strangers, but just people dressed in a random way. They explain to him that they're Mutsumi's family and brothers and sisters, and that they are there to protect him from Mutsumi's older brother, who is overprotective, who at one point hurt Mutsumi and then vowed to always protect her since then. So the older brother ends up being the vice president, who's out to hurt Taiyo so he can stay away from Mitsumi. In all of this, they come up with this ridiculous plan of Mitsumi and Tayo marrying each other at that moment. That way, the brother is not able to hurt him, because the one rule they have in their family is that family will not hurt family. They all, in fact, are spies and are at some level good spies, but the best one is their older brother, the one who's trying to hurt Tayo, and he does show that they all end up trying to prefer to defend Tayo, and because Mitsumi does not want to marry Tayo because she knows that Tayo has a difficulty being close to people. So the brother ends up beating up everyone and reaching Mitsumi and smothering her, really, and telling her that, she won't be able to leave his sight anymore. She can't leave the house. She can't be in the internet. She needs to be protected because she is a precious prize, etc., etc., etc. Tayo is hiding at that moment, feels the pain of Mitsumi of just being caged up in her own home, and comes out of his hiding spot and says, "Let's marry each other." After her throwing the ring, which would seal the marriage, the brother throws his strings or whatever he has of attack, and Tayo rips through them, I guess ripping his hand, and gets the ring and is now officially married to Mitsumi. The chapter ends with the brother talking to another sibling and saying he does not know the dangers that come by protecting Mitsumi. Now, I don't know what that all means, but it seems like Mitsumi is something special in the spy community, at least, and is going to come in issues. This series is a pretty fast-paced series. I did like it. It's a great first chapter. It was pretty lengthy, which I like about that. It does set up the story pretty well, and I guess now Mitsumi and Tayo are a married couple, and now they're going to be living as a married couple of spies. The few things I like about that is, one, we straight through have a relationship in this shonen series. There's no, maybe they'll end up together. They in fact are together. They in fact do in a way like each other because they've known each other from a young age. So I like all those aspects of the anime. The fact that they, it's not a whole tease the entire series and then they don't end up together because they don't want to do that to us because people are fanning over maybe another girl who should end up with Tayo. But this series just straight up say they're going to be married, they're going to be together. That's what this series is about. And then the whole spy thing is also the other part to it that I like about it. It seems like there's a lot of comedy to it, but as well as a lot of action and maybe some drama is going to come through that. So overall, a great first chapter. I do recommend it for those who are looking for something new. The next chapter will be releasing September 1st in the Shonen Jump app. So we'll be reviewing that hopefully around that time for you guys. That is the day where my next giveaway here on YouTube will be releasing. So I will try to review it at least in the evening time for you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button if you guys don't mind, and you'll be notified when I go live or when I upload videos just like this one or my giveaway videos or other fun videos you guys can watch. Also, if you guys want to further support me, you guys can do that now through Patreon. That is a best way to do it, actually, to support me. That way you guys can each month give me a little bit of money, and you guys will receive awesome perks through the tiers on Patreon. Make sure you check them out and get all those early release videos as well as other perks like being part of the special giveaways for just Patreon. So make sure you consider being a Patreon and supporting me further. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have not checked out the other manga reviews, make sure you go check them out. Thank you again, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.